Hello guys, we are trying to explain game theory in this video. Game theory is easy where we have two players, player A and B, and a payoff table is provided, or seldom it's not provided. We'll have to create one. But the payoff table states that if there are multiple strategies for player A and player B, which of the strategies will pay off how much profit benefit to player A or to player B. The payoff table is in respect to just one player, either A or B. So if one payoff table is created, it means how much is the payoff for player A or player B only in one of the case. Like we have one table where it says player A has three strategies R, S, and T. Player B has M, N, and O. If and these are the payoffs. So these payoffs are only for player A. In this case, it will be mentioned in the question, and it is for only player A. If player A plays with strategy R, it gets output 0, minus 2, and 7. For with strategy S, it gets 2, 5, and 6. With strategy T, it gets 3, minus 3, and 8. Now, player B, if it plays M, player A gets 0, player A gets 2, and player A gets 3. If it plays strategy N, player A gets minus 2, 5, and minus 3. If it plays strategy O, then player A gets 7, 6, and 8. So the whole point is finding out a middle ground in case that exists where both of the parties would be satisfied. Now this is possible only if maximum for player A and minimax for player B are equal. That means player B is trying to minimize everything while player A is trying to maximize everything. If player A is trying to maximize, it will look for how much minimum it is getting and choose the maximum out of it. So for player A, the minimum is, and every row, if we see, the minimum is minus 2, 2, and minus 3. This one, and this one. So the maximum out of these three is 2. Again, maximums for player B is 3, 5, and 8. And the minimum out of these three is 3. Because 2 and 3 are not same, hence there is no saddle point. When there is no saddle point, we try to reduce the payoff table using dominance rule. The dominance rule simply states that if you are looking from the perspective of player B, the maximum column out of these three should be eliminated. Meaning, player B will never choose the strategy that will benefit A the most. So in this case, if we try to look at the maximum of each row that exists in same column O, like for this row the maximum is 7, for this row the maximum is 6, for this row the maximum is 8. And because they belong to same column O, hence column O can be eliminated. Now we get this payoff table after trimming it. Now the strategy for player A is to maximize its profit. So the minimum out of these will be eliminated. So the left in from the leftover table, 0, minus 2, 2, 5, and 3, minus 3, we see that 0, minus 2 is the lowest. Hence we can safely eliminate 0, minus 2. Now we are left with 2, 5, 3, minus 3. Now if we treat them as A, B, C, D, we have the formula P equal to D minus C divided by A plus D minus B plus C, and Q is D minus B divided by same denominator. So P gives 6 by 9 and 8 gives 8 by 9. Now this means that player A should be playing strategy R with probability 0.67 because P was for this and Q is for this. Sorry, P is for this and 1 minus P is for this, Q for this and 1 minus Q for this. Probabilities are P, 1 minus P, Q, and 1 minus Q. So if